for every activity under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to plant and a time to harvest. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build up. A time to cry and a time to laugh. A time to grieve and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to turn away. A time to search and a time to quit searching. I said a time to search and a time to quit searching. I said a time to search and I said a time to quit search. Some of you are so occupied with finding him your Boaz. Some of y'all looking for your Proverbs 31 woman. And literally you can walk into any room with girls and say, where are all my Proverbs 31s at? And they're like,
Talk about the concept of soulmates. Do I have a soulmate? Do you have a soulmate? Is there one person out there that is going to, in a complete Jerry Maguire moment, you complete me? Is that moment ever gonna happen?
To know what do you need in your life? Do you need affirmation? Do you need affection? Do you need security? So when you're gathering data, you can see if that person can meet those needs for you, because they might not fit your part of the puzzle. They may be a great person, but they just may not be great for you.
Now they've actually measured this. The University of Pennsylvania a couple of years ago did a study and discovered that men have the ability to think about absolutely nothing and still breathe. You know, they connected all the wires and stuff like that and watched their brain activity, then all of a sudden, I think he's dead. Huh? You know, women can't do it. They can't do it. Their minds never stop.
I'm telling you, today you have to decide to rip up your list. Oh, I feel this thing right now. See, we need a revelation of relationships, but the thing that's working against God being preeminent or the first in our lives is that we've already made a life without him. We've already wrote down in our journal what we want and when we want it and how we want it, and it begins to work against what God has for us, because he's thinking of the purpose he put us here for, and we're thinking of the pleasure we want to experience, and God says your list and my list will never match.
You cannot love others well until you understand how to love yourself. You cannot love others well until you learn to love yourself. Or, okay, here it is. Okay, first time I'm gonna be on somebody's road. Could it be that you do love others the way you love yourself?